Number 23, Alexander Kulikov. Number 3, Sergei Bobanov. Number 4, Yuri Turin. Number 5, Yuri Lyapkin. Number 6, Sergei Lukov. Number 7, Vladimir Rasko. Number 8, Sergei Kotov. Number 9, Gennady Maslov. Number 12, Vladimir Repniev. Number 13, Viktor Kuznetsov. Number 14, Vyacheslav Anisin. Number 15, Sergei Kapustin. Number 16, Alexander Bubanov. Number 17, Yuri Lebedev. Number 20, Yuri Tyerin. Number 24, Viktor Shlalomov. Number 25, Vladimir Krikanov. Number 19, Vladimir Shadrin. Number 11, Alexander Yakushev. And the head coach of the Wings of the Soviet, Boris Kulagin. And now introducing the Buffalo Sabres, number 29, Gary Bromley. Number 30, Jerry Desjardins. Number 5, Lee Fogelin. Number 3, Paul McIntosh. Number 4, Jerry Korab. Number 22, Jocelyn Guillermont. Number 24, Bill Height. Number 7, Richard Martin. Number 8, Jim Lawrence. Number 9, Jacques Richard. Number 10, Craig Ramsey. Number 12, Gary McAdam. Number 14, Rene Robert. Number 16, Peter McNabb. Number 17, Fred Stanfield. Number 18, Danny Gear. Number 20, Don Luce. Number 25, Terry Martin. Number 21, Brian Spencer. Number 11, Gil Perro. And the head coach of the Buffalo Sabres, Floyd Smith. Ladies and gentlemen, to present the colors of the USSR and the United States, members of the Buffalo Sabres Junior Booster Club. Organist Norm Woolen will play the national anthem of the USSR, and we invite you to join Norm and tenor Joe Byron for the U.S. national anthem which follows. Because of TV commitments, the Sabres regret that we will not be playing the Canadian national anthem. At this time, the members of the teams, in the spirit of international friendship and sportsmanship,
the Soviet players receiving an NHL plaque as well as a Buffalo Sabre pin. There you get a good look at it there. A handsome thing it is indeed. The logo on the top changes from city to city. Today it's Buffalo. And the Buffalo Sabres receiving pennants, I believe it is, from the Soviet players. Wings of the Soviet. And the excitement builds here at the Memorial Auditorium. Our coverage of Super Series 76 Game 4 continues in just a moment. Just a quick word from Punch Imlach before we get underway. Can the Sabres do it this afternoon, Punch?
Well, they got a tough job on their hands. There's no question about that. This Soviet outfit is a very good team, and they skate very well, so I think our team is up. I watched them come out of the chute there when they're coming on the ice, and 3 or 4 of them come out as if they're coming out of a gun, so I guess they're ready as they can be.
Well, let's hope they're flying when the puck is dropped to get this game underway, and here's my play-by-play sidekick, Bill Hewitt.
Okay, Brian, and we're going to look at the officials for tonight's afternoon's game, and the referee is Ron Wicks. The linesmen are Victor Dabrowski and John D'Amico. Alexander Sadelnikov in the nets for the Wings of the Soviet. And in goal for the Buffalo Sabres this afternoon, number 30, Jerry Desjardins. They're going to start one of their top lines. Alexander Yakashev will be on the forward line to start this first period with Vladimir Shadrin and Viktor Shalimov. On the defense, they're going to start number 4, Yuri Turin, and number 5, Yuri Lyapkin. For the Buffalo Sabres, Jerry Korab and Bill Hite. Number 4 is Jerry Korab, and number 24 is Bill Hite. And the tension is really building here at the Odd in Buffalo as these two teams get set for the first period. And it's been snowing this afternoon here in Buffalo.
I found that out.
Now we're all set to go, and number 19, Vladimir Shadrin, is taken over at center for the Wings. Goes back. He has it at center, shot it over onto the right wing to intended for Shalimov. And the Sabres shoot the puck in. They have loose at center. Number 18 is Danny Gear. It goes into the corner, and there you see the Buffalo Sabre play Gear on the back of the mesh. It goes down into the Buffalo Sabres territory. Korab got it to the blue line. Lyapkin was knocked by. Here's a 2-on-1 break. Closing in loose. Oh, and his pass was just off the mark for Craig Ramsey. Play is called. There's going to be penalties here, a pair of them.
Luce is injured.
Luce is gone.
Well, you saw that, Punch. He was injured. A terrific body check.
No
From
question.
Buffalo, Super Series 76.
Shoving, 2 minutes for slashing. Buffalo athletes, number 10, Craig Ramsey, 2 minutes for hooking. Shoving, 2 minutes for slashing. Ramsey, 2 minutes for hooking. Time 36 seconds.
Well, we have 2 penalties in the opening seconds here. Shadrin of the Soviets for slashing, Ramsey of Buffalo for hooking. The time 36 seconds. Meanwhile, Luce has been injured and has gone to the Buffalo bench, took a tremendous body check and fell heavily into the corner.
And the check came from number 5, Yuri Lyapkin. Gilbert Perreault is out there now for the Buffalo Sabres, along with Rennie Robert, as they're playing 5 aside. They're getting a chance is Shalimov. Shalimov gets it in front. Oh, and a drive by Yakashev was covered nicely by Desjardins.
Well, a goaltender always likes to make that first save, and that's the first shot on Desjardins. He handled it well. Here's a look at it on the replay. Punch.
Good thing for Desjardins. He was awake on the play. It was right in the slot, and this is what you got to take away from the Russians, is that slot. If they get those shots, they're going to put them in.
Perreault is out of the face-off circle again. Number 2 for the Buffalo Sabres. Cleared over here to number 24, bringing it down the ice. And it's over for Perot. There's a pass behind, but it's offside at the blue line.
Well, this crowd is wide awake here this afternoon. They're really up for this game. I hope the players are, and it looks like they are off the performance in the opening minute.
Well, Gabremont is playing out on the defense now with number 24, Bill Height. Perot on the forward line with Rennie Robert. Number 24 is Shalimov. He's still out there on the forward line with Yakushev, and the two defensemen are Churin and Lyapkin. There's Churin getting it up to center ice. The Wings knock the puck to the Buffalo blue line. Perot covers his man. Gabremont comes up with it for Buffalo. Gabremont in the corner. Pass to Height. Height relays it up at center. It's too far from one zone to the other. And it's brought back.
Bill Height on the Buffalo blue line this afternoon. The Sabres, of course, missing Captain Jim Schoenfeld. Punch, he'll be out for a few days, I understand. What's the diagnosis?
Well, they thought he had mononucleosis, but looks like we got a little good news. They can't find it, the trace of it in his blood, so it's just an infection, and we hope to get him back in about 10 days.
Bobby Knopf and Kuznetsov are on the defense now for the Wings of the Soviet, and he shoots the puck in back of the Buffalo goal. Stopped there by Korab. Korab trying to work his way out. He's got Freddie Stanfield on the left side, Richard Martin on the right, up to center ice, a long shot as Lee Fogelman was given a jolt. Number 13, Kuznetsov, getting it up to center, over the line for Kapustin. Number 15, and he was knocked down, and the Sabres are being physical, and it's paying off. Here's Stanfield with a backhand, and Sadelnikov cleared it. Here they come right back down the ice. Repniev over the line. It's not past the shot. Stopped down and down again went the Wings play number 12, Repniev. Desjardins into the corner. Korab knocks Repniev down. Kapustin trying to cover his man. Stanfield gets it up to center. It's going down the length of the ice. Richard Martin after it along with Kuznetsov. Kuznetsov got to it first, and it was called by linesman Victor Dombrowski.
Coach of the Soviet Wings is Boris Kulagin, the Wings coach since '71. He was 51 years old on New Year's Eve day. And Don Luce is being escorted off to the Buffalo dressing room after receiving that leg injury as a result of a tremendous body check handed out by number 4, Yuri Lyapkin, the star defenseman for the Wings.
The teams are still playing five-a-side. Shot wide of the net by the Wings is cleared around on the boards. Ryan Spencer gets it up to center ice. Peter McNabb races after it. Knocked into the corner. Took his man to the boards. Still fights for possession of it. Kicks it with his skate. It goes to Mike. Mike trying to get out in front. Spencer right there. He's got another chance. Oh, and that was stopped by Sadelnikov. That come the Soviets, and that's knocked out. Spencer goes back after it. Sadelnikov came out of his net. The puck went off the stick of Vladimir Kvikhanov. Now Spencer again over the line as the Sabres are outplaying the Soviets at this point. Number 6, Glukov. Stops it to Spencer. Spencer centered it. Martin couldn't get to it. It goes over onto the left wing, and the Soviets come back up to center. Cleared over the line, number 16, Badanov. Cleared back into over the line, and Sergei Glukov clearing it over onto the far wing to Krikov. Krikov, a pass at the Buffalo blue line, and not seeing it was Alexander Badanov, but he's offside anyway.
Great forechecking by the Buffalo Sabres, and Brian Spencer almost clicked for a goal. Watch the frustration now as Spencer goes for the rebound. He has an opening there, tries to slide it around the goaltender. Tough luck punch.
Just hit the top of his pad. Got up a little higher, sure goal. That's all those ifs.
If.
Perot out there now for Buffalo with Rennie Robert and Richard. Richard is knocked down by number 4, Yuri Turin. There's the slap shot by Yakashev, who was given a jolt into the boards. Soviets keep the puck in. It goes in, back of the net. Yakashev into the corner for Shalimov. Shalimov cleared a pass, and back comes Perot. One man back, going in on Lyapkin. And Lyapkin poke-checked the puck away. And Shalimov getting it ahead over the line, Yakashev, and he gave it away to Jerry Korab. Ahead to Perot. Perot over the line. Perot in. Number 9. Just missed. Jacques Richard. Back at the blue line, a drive. It's right in front of the net. Oh, and Perot had a good shot, and he missed. Korab keeps the puck in. Wrapped it in around behind the net to Robert. Robert came out in front. And he lost it finally to Shadrine, and Shadrine gets it out, but Yakashev was given a tremendous jolt at center ice. Sadalnikov had difficulty. Now coming out is Lyapkin. Up at center. Yakashev couldn't get anywhere. Now then Turin. Trying to send Shalimov, and back comes Sabres with Craig Ramsey. There's a high drive right in front. Stanfield missed the rebound. Here's a backhand high by Bill Height. As they do everything but get on the score sheet here in this first period. We have 14:20 remaining in the first period. No score. Soviets go back for it. Lyapkin cleared it up on the left wing. Up, intercepted at center ice. Shot back by Fred Stanfield of Buffalo. Lyapkin back of the net. Lyapkin's pass intercepted again as they're having difficulty. Here's a shot. And that was deflected. Here's another drive by Gavremov. Another one from the blue line is tapped into Spencer. Right to Gavremov. Here it goes. Score! Oh, there it is.
The Buffalo Sabres open the scoring here this afternoon. Sparkling play by the Sabres. A great pass here over to the point. Here it is. And watch this shot. Mr. Sadalnikov, you're in trouble. Right in there. Punch him like, come on in.
Well, I'm sure Guberman wanted to get that one because he's one of the guys that didn't have the chance to play against them over in Russia in 72, so he'd be happy with that.
He sure would. He made the most of that low shot. Jocelyn Gavremov. 1-0 Buffalo Sabres. 13:50 left to play first period.
Kotov, Kutniev, and Kapustin are the forwards now for the Soviets as the Sabres move back up again. Now they lose the puck. Quick pass over the line for Kotov. Kotov is checked. The puck hit the glass. Goes into the corner to Martin. Martin's pass intercepted. There's a drive by Babinov. And a great save by Gary Desjardins.
Wow, tonight's game is coming to you from Memorial Auditorium. Time for a quick look at that goal by Jocelyn Gavremov. Fine pass over to Gavremov. And watch this slap shot. It's on its way. It's in. Sabres lead 1-0.
13 minutes, 26 seconds to go in the first period. Jerry Korab around on the boards. It goes to Richard Martin. Martin gives it back and hopped over a stick. Bat back over the line by number 12, Vladimir Rupniev. Then it's shot to the far wing. Martin gets a hold of it. Picked off then by Fogelin. Fogelin hooks it, but not out. Here comes the wings of the Soviet, and that's Desjardins getting it off to the side. Martin flipping it up to center ice. Broken up there by Kotov. Kotov is checked. Puck loose at center. Korab moves up. Over the line. Here's Perot. He scores!
It's 2-0. And this place erupts. Gilbert Perot caught Sadalnikov coming well out of the net. Here it is on the replay. Punch, watch closely. Good slap shot again. The goalie well out almost to the circle.
Yeah, it went in the short side. He just gave him a little bit, and it was very, one of those shots, just something like the Russians scored against Pittsburgh the other day on the short side.
There again, we saw the goal by Gilbert Perot. 2-0 Sabres.
And we're back to action. Here is number 17, Yuri Lebedev. Clears it over to number 14, Anisin. Anisin getting it up at center. Over the line for 17, Lebedev. And Lebedev is taken to the boards. The puck is loose. The wings try to center it. And it goes to number 9. Jacques Richard. A pass over for Perot. He's getting in the clear again. Oh, he went right by the net. Here's Gabriel on a drive. It comes back again, another shot. They're right for the net. And Perot just missed that. And the Sabres are all over. It goes in front. There's, shot by Rennie Robert. Just missed the open side of the net. It's back up at center. The wings of the Soviet trying to get organized. Number 14, Anderson. His pass went astray. Rennie Robert shoots the puck in. It goes in back to that wings net. And the Sabres change on the go as Danny Gare comes out. He's out there with Stanfield and Ramsey. Soviets backtrack now with Anderson. Trying to find a man in position. He got it over to the wing. And they just shoot it over the blue line, and Korav comes up with it. Gets it up to center right. Over the line for Danny Gare. Danny Gare's going to walk right in with a shot. Sedelnikov just got his arm up on that one.
This is Super Series 76 from Memorial Auditorium. The Buffalo Sabres in full control. Here's that pass from Korav up to Perot around the defense. Here's the shot that eluded the feet of Alexander Sedelnikov, giving the Sabres that 2-0 lead, and they have dominated play here, and we've only played half a period, not quite half.
11 minutes, 22 seconds remaining in the first period. Buffalo leading 2-0. Fred Stanfield to Ramsey. Ramsey dropped it back. Bill Height shot it back in the net into the corner. Picked up there by Liapkin, and Liapkin cleared it up to center, but they lose the puck there, and it's back over the line. Offside. Danny Gare just a little too over-anxious punch on that one.
Yeah, this seems to be happening down there. Of course, I'd rather than to be over-anxious and skating than standing around watching. And right now, I've never seen them play as well, I suppose, the first 10 minutes of a game for a long time. Just hope they can keep it up.
11:07 remaining in the first period. Sabres leading 2-0. Puck goes back to Liapkin. Liapkin gets it over. It goes back up at center. Back over the line for Shalimov. Shalimov tried to center it again. Oh, and a nice save there by Jerry Desjardins. The puck is shot down the ice. Going back to get it is Yuri Turin, and it'll be called for icing. We have 10:47 to go now in the first period. 2-0 Buffalo Sabres.
Bill, that was a much better save off Yakashev than the fans here realize. Of course, you could not see that puck in close, but Yakashev was right there. The pass came across the crease, and Desjardins very quickly got his foot on that puck and directed it aside.
Vladimir Shadrin, number 19 at center ice with number 11, Alexander Yakashev on the left wing. Shalimov is on the right side. And the Buffalo Sabres bring the puck out of their own end with Lee Fogelin. A pass for Richard Martin. Martin tried to get it back. The puck is loose, stolen by the Sabres. Here they get 2-on-1. And Brian Spencer got tied up and just couldn't make the play. Back up for Shalimov to Yakashev. Over the line, he's checked, it goes out. Turin carrying it backwards, and the wings of the Soviet go back into their own zone. Yakashev coming out now for the wings, gets the puck to Shalimov. There's the shot. Desjardins got his glove on it. Spencer is checked from behind, and then Yakashev was flattened behind the net. Wings go back into their own zone. 2-0 in favor of the Sabres. Offside as number 19, Vladimir Shadrin, was really hit.
With 9:52 remaining in the first period, the score is the Buffalo Sabres 2, the Wings of the Soviet no score. Bill, there's Mr. Ozerov doing the broadcast back to a mammoth Russian audience, an estimated 150 million Soviet hockey fans watching this game, and it's evening in Russia tonight.
Puck at the Buffalo blue line, shot up to center ice. Nice check by Richard, gets it for Perot, it's behind him, and it's offside at the wings of the Soviet blue line.
The game will also be seen in Japan and Germany, an estimated 200 million people worldwide. But I think the the biggest fans of all are right across Canada this afternoon, rooting for the Buffalo Sabres and their roster of Canadian talent.
Sergei Kapustin, along with Vladimir Repnev and Sergei Kotov are the forwards. Perot intercepted a pass, lets the shot go. The rebound goes back of the net, picked up there by Bobinov. Bobinov's pass at center, broken up by Gabriel over the line. They shoot it into the corner with 9:23 remaining. Perot took his man out by the center of the puck, and here come the Soviets to center ice. Over the line for number 15, Kapustin. And Kapustin had it, lost it, trying to get it back again, can't center it, as he was given a bump by Bill Height, and that's where play ends.
We have Punch Imlach's microphone open throughout this game, and he's a bit of a cheerleader here this afternoon, Bill. You can hear him exhorting his defensemen to stand up at the line, his forwards to come on back, and that's quite permissible, Punch.
I hope it is, because I'm afraid it's pretty hard for me to keep quiet when I see these things going wrong.
At the bench, that's Lebedev of the Wings of the Soviet.
Just tie him down so he doesn't jump out. Repnev at center ice now for the Wings. Getting set for the face-off against Fred Stanfield, who's out there playing at center with Gere and Ramsey, and the puck is cleared by Danny Gere down to the Wings blue line. It's stopped by Ramsey, and this is where the Sabres seem to be able to get the Soviets in trouble in their own zone. Now then, Kuznetsov gets it ahead, and it's broken up by Jerry Korab. A slash by Lee Fogelin.
Penalty to the Sabres. Game 4 of Super Series 76 is coming to you from Buffalo.
Well, here you see the penalties. But the score, the Sabres 2 and the Wings of the Soviet. No score in this first period. 8:39 the time to play. They're playing 5-a-side. And out there for is Neeson. Here's a chance for Stanfield. Oh, and Martin tried to push in the rebound. He's got it again. Scores!
Oh, look at that. Richard Martin doing his victory dance, his goal-scoring dance. And it's 3-0 Sabres with two players in the box. Sides playing even. Fogelin and Repnev in the penalty box. Stanfield doing a lot of work. Martin sneaking around the goaltender, who is way out of position on the play. And Punch, you did a little dance up here as well.
Yeah. Every time they score a goal, I'm going to be standing up from here in. Of course, you can't give the Russians a chance. You're going to have to keep playing as hard as you can.
Well, it's a shaky start for the Soviet goaltender, Alexander Sedelnikov, allowing 3 goals. Here's the goal, Richard Martin. Stanfield got the assist. Let's take one more look at it. Loose puck as the goaltender is down. Richard Martin coming around, eludes one defender and slides it into the open net.
So it's Buffalo 3. Wings of the Soviet, nothing. Galimov to number 11, Yakashev. Beat it off and hit hard. There's going to be a penalty there for charging. And it goes to number 4, Jerry Korab. And for the first time, it'll be a man advantage for the Soviets.
From Buffalo, Super Series 76. Jerry Korab in the penalty box for charging. The time of the penalty, 11:45.
Yakashev with Shadreen and Shalimov. The lone defenseman is Yuri Lyapkin. Lyapkin waits, gets it over. Shalimov into the corner. They're trying to keep Yakashev, number 11, away from it. Lyapkin is shot, and that was a good save by Desjardins. And it's shot down the ice. Going back for it, number 19, Vladimir Shadreen. Shadreen with Yakashev on his left. He takes the pass at center ice. Over to Shalimov, and he was way in front of Lyapkin with his pass. Lyapkin now turns at center over the blue line outside. And it'll will come outside the blue line. 7:33 to go in the first period. Buffalo 3 and Wings of the Soviet nothing.
Buffalo Sabres have opened with a flurry here. They're reminiscent of the Montreal Canadiens the other night, with the lone exception that the Canadiens were unable to beat Tretiak despite a wide margin in play and shots. Here the Sabres have 3 goals already.
And they have out there killing off this penalty, number 10, Craig Ramsey. Number 24, Bill Height, and Gavremont over the line now for Yakashev. Left it there. Lyapkin, back to Yakashev. Yakashev takes a look, back over to Lyapkin. Lyapkin couldn't get a shot. Yakashev trying to get set. Back to Lyapkin again. Back to the blue line. Back to Lyapkin. Lyapkin trying to work it in with Shadreen. To Shadreen in front. He shot it. That one bounced off the post. 6:57. Here goes the shot again. That stops. Yakashev back to Shadreen. Shadreen coming in front. Back to Lyapkin. Here's the shot. And that was a great save again by Desjardins. Kept in by the Soviets. Now then back they have on the ice. There's the shot. Picked up by Height. And he gets it down the ice. Buffalo Sabres still shorthanded for the next 9 seconds. 3-0 Buffalo. Over the blue line for the wing. They're trying to work it in front. There's the second score. Number 12, Vladimir Rutniev.
Some clever passing by the Wings paid off in a goal after the Sabres have been very effective on their penalty killing. Here it is as Repniev will take the pass from the corner. Nobody on him. There it is, and he drills a low shot past Desjardins. Earlier, the Wings had hit the goalpost. Once again, that low shot by Repniev punch.
Yes, they made a good play going in, and they put it into the slot. And, of course, pretty tough for a goaltender to get them all. He played very well. He stopped 2 or 3 really good ones when they had some great chances. But
Repniev, Kotov, and the puck is taken. Knocked out by number 16, Peter McNabb. It comes over for Spencer. Knocked back into the Buffalo zone. Back to the net there. Lee Fogelin, number 5. Clears it up on the wing. It's deflected by McNabb down the ice. Going back for it is Sergei Babinov. Babinov covered along the boards by Spencer. Goes after number 8. Sergei Kotov. Here's a chance for Martin. He's getting set. He scores!
Oh, what a shot!
Oh, a beautiful shot.
Brilliantly placed shot by Martin just inside the Soviet goalpost. And Punch, you clapped your hands up here. It's all right to be a rooter for all of us today. And it's 4-1. Amazing number of goals.
yes, it is. Of course, they're playing offensively. They got 17 shots in the net, so I guess and of course their shots are going up right up top. Martin's shot, Perrow's shot, just inside the post. But Spencer did all the work there. He went in there and broke up that play, and of course that they had to get rid of the puck in a hurry, and they got rid of it to us.
Buffalo Sabres 4. Wings of the Soviet 1. Soviet centered out front, and it's picked off by Gilbert Perreault and shot out to center right. Stopped there by number 6, Sergei Glukov. Over the line for the Soviets. Broken up by number 14, René Robert. Headmans the puck to Gilbert Perreault. Up the center. Over for Robert. That's flipped high into the crowd, and we'll have a face-off with 5:09 remaining. 4-1, Buffalo leading.
We've had 5 goals in this period already. Here's the 4th goal for the Sabres. Richard Martin getting clear shot at the goal. Goaltender goes over to the other post, and Martin bangs it in off the far goal post.
Yuri Lebedev on the forward line with Alexander Vodnov. And Anisin. Score is 4-1 in favor of Buffalo with 5:01 remaining and the clock going. Here comes this Wings of the Soviet over the line. Cleared in front of the net, broken up by Bill Height. Height gets it out on the left wing, the center. Picked up there by the Soviets, intercepted by Gabriel. Silver shot over to Perreault. He skates the puck. And it's picked up by Anisin. Anisin gets it over onto the left wing, and the Soviets are on the move at center. Over the blue line. Blocked. Kenny Robert just shoots it out. Going back for it, number 6, Sergei Glukov. Now then, the Soviets. Another pass goes astray, and the Buffalo Sabres just take advantage of it. Ben Stanfield out there. Now then, Buffalo making a change on the go. Havermall knocked it right onto the stick of Gennady Maslov. Picked up there by Anisin. Now they pass it around in their own zone. Still at the blue line, getting it back. Now they're trying to work themselves out. Coming up is number 25, Vladimir Krikov, and he's dumped. The puck is shot back. Now then, trying it, number 6, Sergei Glukov. And we have 3:44 remaining in the first period. 4-1 is the score in favor of the Sabres. Goes back to Korab. He shoots it down. 3:34 to go in this first period. 4-1. Puck up at center. Over the line for Shedrin. Shedrin is knocked off the puck. Yakashek. Played out to center ice. 3:17 to go in the first period. Cleared over to number 4, Yuri Turin. Ending it up to Shedrin. Yakashek. The number for Charlemont. Drive him off to Yakashek. And it's stopped there by Korab. Cleared by Stanfield, but not out. Korab goes for the puck. Came out in front of the net. They turn and get a shot on the wide. Off the stick of number 19. Vladimir Shedrin. Here come the Soviets again. There's the drive. They're all around in front of the net, and he loses the puck. Yakashek lost the puck. 2:38 remaining in the period. Goes down over the red line, and it's going to be called back for icing.
During our first intermission, watch for a Russian feature. Anisin of the headache line. Dave Reynolds will be along with Danny Gare of the Buffalo Sabres, and Howie Meeker will have special highlights. We've got 2:34 left to play first period. Sabres 4, Wings of the Soviet 1.
Puck at the blue line was not dropped fairly, so they'll do it all over again. Called by the referee, Ron Wicks.
Bill, the Sabres defense has come in for a lot of criticism the last couple of weeks, and that stings, and I think they're determined to tighten up out there and play one of the best games they've ever played, and they've certainly looked very impressive so far.
They certainly have, and their forechecking has just been unreal. They confuse the Soviets in their own zone. There's a shot that's deflected off to the wing. Brian Spencer able to get the puck out. Gets it out, though, to Peter McNabb. He rolls it down the ice. Kadelnikov tapped it. It came out in front of the net. Richard Knight nearly got loose with 2:07 remaining in the period. 4-1 Buffalo. Now the Soviets, number 3, Babinov, getting it over and it deflects down into the Buffalo zone. Havermont off the board, gave it away to Babinov. Slap shot, nowhere near the net. So Havermont decides to get it out himself. And he follows up. It's deflected by Peter McNabb down wide of the net. Babinov tried to get it over into the corner. He did. And we have 1 minute and 39 seconds to go in the first period. 4-1, Buffalo leading. Puck up at the blue line. A lot of hitting going on at center ice. Perreault tried to set somebody up. A back pass by Kuznetsov. Went astray. They'll try it again. This goes down to Korab. Korab over on the wing, and they just keep dumping the puck into the Soviet zone. Now then, the Wings will try it again. A pass. It comes out on the left wing. Number 13, Kuznetsov. Lost it. Vogelin gets the puck right back in again. Less than a minute to go in the first period. 4-1 Buffalo. Here comes the Wings, and they couldn't get it over the line. Richard went after it. Lost it. Over the line now for Kotov. Kotov closing in. Second score! Kapustin got loose.
Well, he's the young fellow I mentioned before the game today. He just sparkled in international competition, and junior And he's dangerous at all times. Here's the pass. He took a good pass, beat Desjardins. You can hardly fault Desjardins on a play like that, and it's 4-2. Sabres 4, Soviets 2. The Wings coming back with 44 seconds left to play in the period. Here's the announcement.
Sergei Kotov. Kapustin from Kotov. The time, 19:16.
37 seconds left in the period as Buffalo now go back into the Wings territory. Fred Stanfield has it. Stanfield, a back pass intended for Danny Gear. It's in the corner. Wings trying to work it out. It's right in front of Danny. They Ramsey, he's shot wide. Gear on the other side is covered. Into the corner goes number 25, Vladimir Krikanov, and that's where the play ends. 11 seconds to go in the first period. 4-2, Sabres leading.
But you never like to see a team come back late in the period to get a goal that puts them within range, right?
That's right. That's a tough goal at the last minute of play. They go into the dressing room zipped up a little, and of course our people are going in worrying about how that goal got in. It kind of knocks you down a little, but it doesn't seem to affect them so far. They come right back and kept it in their end.
And Danny Gear trying to get a shot. It's broken up. Back come the Wings of the Soviet, number 9, Maslov. He couldn't get anywhere, and it's cleared back, covered by Glukov, and there goes the horn to end the first period. Let's say Buffalo Sabres taking a 4-2 lead.
Here's one more look at that goal by Sergei Kapustin, taking the quick pass, and a equally quick shot gets by Desjardins. And that was the second goal by the Wings of the Soviet. Meanwhile, the Sabres had dominated play throughout most of the first period, opened with a great rush against the Soviets, much to the pleasure of everybody here in the Memorial Auditorium, and I'm sure to the pleasure of hockey fans across Canada and the United States. So, it's Sabres 4, Soviets 2, live from Buffalo, Superseries 76. Here come the Wings of the Soviet onto the ice for the resumption of play, the start of the second period. The Buffalo Sabres have not, now they're just beginning to make an appearance without Don Luce, who was injured in the opening moments of play, taking a hip check and suffering a knee injury that is not supposed to be too serious. There's a sign, Sabres in English, Sabres in Russian. We all knew that, didn't we, Bill?
We sure did. Last punch, he'll tell you.
Peter Puck in Russian is Pietra Shaiba. That's what they told me, Punch.
Oh, you were there. You should know.
Well, you're here with us as analysts this afternoon, and you've had a man of many emotions here. You've been a man of many emotions in that first period, most of them good, considering the fast start of the Sabres.
Yes, I'm quite happy with the way they played. Of course, all I'm worried about is that they keep it up.
You got a list of the number of hits in the first period, and you were quite happy with that, too, right?
I'll tell you where I'm really happy now. I see that Luce skating around out there. And the fact that he can skate is a good omen.
Well, we had heard that he may not be back today, but we'll have to wait and see. The scoring summary, Gavremont opened the scoring from Spencer and Height, Perreault from Korab, then Martin, the first of two from Stanfield, Repnev from Shalimov and Yakishev, Martin again is second of the period, unassisted, and then Kapustin, the final goal of the first period, so it wound up 4-2 Sabres, and Punch Gavremont with a goal, Martin with a pair of goals, Perreault with a goal. Harks back to 72 when all three players weren't quite good enough to play with Team Canada.
Well, I guess you got to say that they're trying to prove something, and I hope they can continue to prove it.
There's Don Luce, number 20, testing that leg injury prior to the commencement of play, and as we're just ready to get underway, here once again, Bill Hewitt.
Okay, Brian, and Don Luce is going to start at center, so that'll make Punch happy. And we have Danny Gear on the right side, Craig Ramsey on the left. Number 19, Vladimir Shadrin with Yakishev on one wing and Shalimov on the other. There's Yakishev, a long pass into the Buffalo territory, stopped there by number 10, Craig Ramsey. Ramsey into the corner. Buffalo leading 4-2 at the start of the second period. Bill Height lost the puck. Yakishev trying to do some forechecking. He went down. The Soviets get the puck, though. Here's the pass, and it was passed right back into the corner. It's cleared along the boards. Danny Gear getting it out to center ice. Stopped there by Liapkin. Liapkin with Turin. Handed back to Liapkin. Liapkin of the wings starts to come out. See what kind of a passing play they have. A quick pass to Shalimov over the line. Broken up. For the Buffalo Sabres. Gilbert Perreault going in. And he elected to try and pull his way back out in front. Here's René Robert. Robert tried to get it out in front as the Sabres were changing on the go. Shalimov coming back for the Soviets. Here, check. And René Robert. Out over the blue line. Up to center ice. Over the line. Adele Kopp didn't even see it. Now it goes back out over the blue line. Up to center. Yakashev on his wrong wing is hit hard by the Buffalo Sabres defense. René Robert going after Liapton. And he gets it back to Turin. Turin on the wing. Cleared it ahead. It hit a Buffalo player. And it's Lee Fogelin getting it up to center ice to Peter McNabb. McNabb going over the line. Buffalo leading 4-2. Into the corner. A pass right for the net. Backhand just missed by an eyelash. He was right in. Back for number 15. Kapustin. Kapustin up at center. A drop pass over the line. And Kapustin is checked. Out it goes to Kuznetsov. And the Sabres getting a hold of it and clearing the puck in. Brian Spencer going after it. Spencer centering it for Martin. He's gone too far. Peter McNabb fights for it. Here's Spencer's shot. Another try. And Brian Spencer doing a great job forechecking. Now it's back for the wings of the Soviet. Number 12. Repnev. And he just passed it and run away from him. Now they'll try it again. They hand it to Martin. Martin over the line. Martin going in. Ready to move. Here's the pass back. Slide. There's going to be a penalty here to the wings of the Soviet for hooking.
From Buffalo, Super Series 76. The Sabres continue to come close around the wings net. Richard Martin making a fine play here. He's got McNabb with him. Stick handling over to McNabb. The goaltender comes out almost too far, but was able to snare that loose puck. Here's the penalty call. Kapustin.
4-2. 2 minutes for hooking. The time.
Favor of the Buffalo Sabres. Richard Martin with the man advantage. Trying to get in front. Hooked it there. It's loose. Burrow fighting for it. Burrow kicks it to Martin. Martin getting in front. Couldn't get his shot, and it's cleared out and down the ice by number 14, Aneeson. Back forward is Jerry Korab, number 4. Back of the net. Korab. To René Robert, number 14. Korab leading behind him, and it's René Robert cruising over the line. A pass to Stanfield. And that was deflected up into the crowd. Sadelnikov got a hold of that one with his glove.
That was quite a play. They're moving in, and Perreault's got a good shot, too. That's one of the things that I can see about our team. They're really shooting the puck hard tonight. And of course, it's going to pay off if they can keep getting the chances.
Plus, they're very physical as well.
Well, this is a good thing. They're making them pay for when they get a break, and they're in our end of the rink. If they do make the pass, they're taking them out and making them pay for it.
Buffalo still has the advantage, but the puck is shot down the ice. Going back for it is René Robert after Jerry Desjardins left it there for him. Number 14, René Robert, feeds it over to Stanfield. Stanfield sends Richard Martin with Perreault. The two of them going in together. Perreault back of the net. Into the corner, centered it for Stanfield, and Stanfield passed it back, and Korab didn't expect it. And it's going down the ice. Korab will turn again. 16:03 remaining in the period. The puck was checked away from him by Lebedev. Lebedev centered it to the blue line. Gilbert Perreault with the puck. Goes over the line. Perreault tried to go in on himself. Danny Gare out there now, and it's cleared down the ice by the wings of the Soviet. Now then, Buffalo make a change. Jocelyn Gabriel with number 8, Jimmy Lorentz out there. A pass over the line. Here's the shot. Jimmy Lorentz got the rebound. Jimmy Lorentz.
Oh, what a goal that was. Sadelnikov made a fantastic save on the shot, but Lorentz cutting right in front found the loose puck, and with great control, well, here's the replay. Here's the shot. Watch Lorentz. Oh, he scoops it right underneath the goaltender, Sedelnikov. Great goal by the Sabres, Punch.
Yes, they were moving, and that Garrett got a good wrist shot, and of course he didn't have a chance to hold on to the rebound, and he knocked it right in.
An opportunist-type goal by Jim Lorentz.
And Jimmy hasn't had that much ice time in this game so far this afternoon, Punch.
No, he hasn't, and I'd like to see this. They're changing the goaltender. We got them going.
Alexander Kriklikov is coming in.
And number 22, Jocelyn Gabermall.
While they're making the goaltending change,
Lorentz.
Kulikov for Sedelnikov. Here's Gare cutting over the blue line again. Man to watch. Look at, they're giving Lorentz lots of ice room on the far side, and nobody there to take him out, and he pops it home.
A lot of rebounds. So we have Alexander Kriklikov in the nets now. 5-2, Buffalo leading. Second period. 15:20 remaining. Jimmy Lorentz gets it back to Gabriel. Gabriel's pass ahead, intercepted by number 11, Alexander Yakashev. Yakashev is, but it's not knocked out. Gabriel took a shot. It's cleared up. Here's a three-man break. Lorentz goes over the line, fakes a shot, still has it, and the pass is knocked out, and here's a 2-on-1 for the wing. Yakashev, a shot, and that's knocked into the corner. Jimmy Lorentz decides he's had enough of this, and he shoots it down the ice. It's cleared back up to center. They're changing on the go. I think they were expecting an icing, but it didn't happen. Bill Haidt over on the wing. Peter McNabb got it out to center. Peter McNabb got it again. 3-on-2 over the line. Pass in, right in angle, score!
Kulikov on the first shot he's forced to face after taking over for Sedelnikov. Not a good one, Punch.
Yeah, McNabb gives him a nice pass and puts it right inside the post. First shot, that's always a tough one for the goaltender to handle.
Well, this goaltender, Kulikov, taking over here after the previous goal, gave Robert a lot of shooting room, I thought.
Well, they're shooting very well. Nearly all the goals, you know, they just happen to be just right inside the post. They're tough. I was always told if you can hit the corners, they're good goals, and that's what they're doing.
Right,
Number 14, Rene Robert.
14 minutes and 28 seconds remaining in the second period. The Sabres 6. And it's the wings of the Soviet 2.
Time 5:32.
5:32, the official time of the goal. Here the Sabres come over the line again. Peter McNabb is covered, but it was offside. It'll come outside the blue line.
Today's game is coming to you from Memorial Auditorium. Quickly, a look at that last goal by Rene Robert. There's the pass, and, well, he didn't have much room either, but he got it in there. 6-2, Sabres in front. And the shots on goal, Bill. Sabres up to now 21 shots. Wings of the Soviet only 10.
Buffalo 6. And the wings of the Soviet 2. Puck goes back in there in wings territory. Number 13 left it there, Kuznetsov. And it's brought up now by Kapustin. Kapustin is going to go back. Number 15. He didn't like where everybody was. Kotov is with him. A pass, a quick break. Here's a shot. He scores on a quick break inside the blue line by Rupniev. And they caught the Buffalo defense playing up.
Rupniev showed a brilliant shot, and that's his second goal of the hockey game as we watch again, Punch. Look at this slap shot. They didn't used to be able to slap it like that a few years back.
No, they've certainly come a long way. There's no question about that. They're a great hockey team. This game is not over yet. I'd like to think they could lock it up and say it's all gone, but I'm sure that they're going to keep coming.
Puck goes into the Buffalo Sabres zone. They cleared it along the boards, but not out. It goes into the corner. Kapustin trying to center it. Sabres can't get out. Here's a pass intercepted this time by number 9, Jacques Richard. Richard of Buffalo gets it over for Rene Robert. Robert knocked it into the corner and is picked up there by Jocelyn Gavremont. Round on the boards. Richard just makes sure of it by getting it to center ice. 13:28 remaining in the second period. 6-3 the score in favor of Buffalo. Jocelyn Gavremont. A pass for Robert. Intercepted. Kept in by number 12, Rupniev. Straight over on the far side, and then Buffalo knock it out to center ice. Back go the Soviets into their own territory to regroup. Left in front of the net. A pass. Snapped by Robert. Right in over the line. Way offside was number 8, Sergei Kotov.
This is Super Series 76 from Memorial Auditorium. Vladimir Repnev, 26 years old, scores on a slap shot on this replay against Jerry Desjardins, just inside the circle, and a good shot it was, too. Upper corner.
12:55 remaining in the second period. The Sabres 6. Soviet Wings 3. Number 25 is Vladimir Tikhonov. Up the center. Over the line. There's the drive. And a nice save by Jerry Desjardins on number 14. And Eason, who can really fire them with the best.
And as we mentioned, we have a new goaltender, Alexander Kulikov, 29 years old, 5'9", 180 pounds. His first season with the Wings of the Soviet. He's been the backup goaltender to Alexander Sadelnikov and did not expect to be in action this early today.
And Gennady Maslov is out there for the second time in the game for the Wings, playing on the right wing. Buffalo unable to get out. Number 14, Anisin, tried to center it. Number 17 is Lebedev, who's out there. They go to the boards and play is called. Number 9, Gennady Maslov.
The Russians certainly seem to be putting up a challenge right now. They're starting to open it up and skating a little bit better. I hope we can match them.
Yuri Churin and Vladimir Tikhonov are the two defensemen. Buffalo coming up to center ice. Danny Gear gets over the line, took his shot. That was blocked at the defense, picked up by Gennady Maslov. Maslov was checked. Going after the puck is Craig Van Vliet. Grant, there's going to be a penalty there for holding, and it'll go interference.
With 12:05 remaining in the second period, the score is the Buffalo Sabres 6, the Wings of the Soviet 3. Yuri Churin of the Soviet Wings in the penalty box for interference at 7:55. So the Sabres have a manpower advantage in the crowd today, Bill. Many of the sponsors of Hockey Night in Canada. Quite a group of them down here.
12 minutes and 2 seconds remaining in the second period. 6-3 Buffalo. They have the advantage in manpower. 6 men to 5. Perreault getting it over to Juri Korav. Back to Perreault with Martin. Martin in the goal. Another rebound, and they missed that one. 3 chances right in front of the net.
Punch throws his arms up in the air as all 3 Sabres had a shot at it. Perreault, Martin, and Stanfield. And the goaltender was able to make the stop somehow. Here's the first try by Richard Martin. It does not go in. And then Perreault punch has a shot, and look at Stanfield.
Just didn't quite get a hold of it good enough to get it up over top of him.
Now there's Richard Martin trying it again. He's back of the net. Gets it back to the blue line to Juri Korav. Here's his shot. Goal!
That may have been tipped. Was it tipped by Richard Martin, I wonder, to give him the third goal? Or it may have gone to Korav. We'll have to wait and see. That was a tough one to call.
I think it hit Martin.
You think Punch says it hits Martin's stick? It may well have done that. As we watch again, look at Martin in front of the goaltender. He throws his arms in the air as the Sabres lead 7-3.
Well, that didn't take the Buffalo Sabres very long to take advantage of that extra man, and they've gone ahead 7-3 with 11:34 remaining in the second period. And Jimmy Lawrence has gone to center ice now with Danny Gear and Craig Ramsey, who lost the stick. Otherwise, he may have had a break.
Yep.
Back come the Wings of the Soviet. A long shot. Came out in front.
The Sabres put it in their own goal. Gavremont got all mixed up. And look at Desjardins. That's quite a shocker here as the Sabres really made a faux pas in around their goal. Gavremont, Desjardins, as the puck squirted in front, and Gavremont there knocked it into his own goal, I believe. And it's 7-4. A gift.
7-4. There's intercepted by Ramsey. Trying to get it over for Gear. He was knocked off the puck. Soviets bringing it up the center. Yakashev getting a pass. It's over the line for Yakashev. A pass in and through, and it's knocked into the corner by Jerry Desjardins. Over for Jimmy Lawrence. He left it there. Lawrence gets a hold of it. It's Buffalo now getting a break. Down for Danny Gear and Gavremont. Danny Gear shoots right on. And it's 7-4 for Buffalo with 10:43 remaining in the period. Second period, that is. Gavremont goes back to cover up. Up for Peter McNabb. He couldn't get it out. It finally comes out. Martin goes after it. It's tipped at center. Ramsey getting a chance over on the left wing, and he shot it around back of the net into the corner. Richard Martin shooting it to an open wing. Picked up there by Shalimov. Now then the Soviets coming over the line. Shalimov trying to center it. It's back to the blue line as they pass it around. The puck is loose. It's out in front for Yakashev. A stop. Another stop. And Buffalo able to get it out. Kogelin couldn't get it out. Now it's handed to Spencer. Up to Martin. Martin over the line. Back to Spencer. Spencer closing in. Goes back in the net. Here's dumped. And the puck goes down the ice. Going back for it is Jerry Korab. 9:40 remaining in the second period. Long pass to center. Peter McNabb tried to find Brian Spencer. Played up to center ice again. Gavremont shoots the puck in. Goes back to the net. Into the corner. Now then the Sabres are changing on the go. Up for Kuznetsov. It's flipped in by number 12, Rupniev, and it goes back to the net. Cleared around on the boards by Bill Height, but not out. Goes into the corner on the other side. 7-4, right in front of his own net. For number 9, Jacques Richard gets as far as center. Perreault is there. Back to Richard again. He was checked, knocked in by Bill Height, and that is offside.
Game 4 of Super Series 76 is coming to you from Buffalo.
Assist number 7, Richard Martin.
Well, we've got Sadelnikov back in the nets now for the Wings of the Soviet with 8 minutes and 56 seconds remaining in the second period. 7-4 the score, Buffalo leading. Vladimir Prikonov stopped. Puck was shot around back of the net. Picked up there by Prikonov. Prikonov hands it, gives it away to Rennie Robert. Shot. Sadelnikov knocked that into the corner. Played to the blue line, but not out. Stop. Perreault back. Here's a chance for the first one off the stick. Perreault's got it, and he lost it. Back down the ice for Anisa, and he can't get anywhere. Offside called by linesman John D'Amico at the Buffalo blue line. 8:24 remaining in the second period. Buffalo 7, Wings 4.
And we've seen the most goals in a game in 12 games against the Soviets now. In our second intermission, Dave Reynolds with Shadreen of the Soviet Wings. Dave Reynolds will be back with Foster Hewitts a little later on, and Howie Meeker will be along with the highlights.
Here comes Buffalo. Red Stanfield to Danny Gear. Here's the catch. Pick the inside to the right. And these shots are deadly. Either that or the goalkeepers are sitting in their crease.
Danny Gear. Powerful winger. And again, that shot pays off from a sharp angle. Gear catches the corner punch. Brilliantly placed.
All the people in Nelson will be happy today.
Oh, will they ever?
Just a tremendous shot.
Not only a Nelson punch, right along from coast to coast in Canada, Danny Gear scores goal number 8 for the Sabres, and it's an 8-4 hockey game. Who would ever have thought this would happen?
Me. I was wondering, Punch, though, their goalkeepers must be staying well back in the net.
Well, they're hitting the corners all the time. He didn't expect that shot. It's a wrist shot, and the way it goes.
Sabres 8-4 now as the puck goes back into the wing zone. Matty Gear went after it. Into the corner. It's cleared back up at center. Up for the wing. Number 14, Anisin, and he can't get by the blue line. We have 8-4. Sabres leading 8 minutes. Now 7:58 remaining in the second period. Back for Pekanov. Getting it up to center ice. Number 17, Lebedev. Covered by Korab. Into the corner. It goes back to the net. Into the corner on this side. Leif Ogerlund. Number 5 holds it and decides to get a face-off with number 9, Gennady Maslov, right near. 7 minutes, 41 seconds to go in the second period. Buffalo 8. The wings of the Soviet 4.
Once I can't help thinking that the Montreal Canadiens, who gave us a brilliant display of hockey the other night, might have wanted to face one of these goaltenders instead of Vladimir Tretiak.
Well, sometimes you hit those hot goaltenders. There's not much you can do about when you do. They, control the game themselves if they're having those great games.
Bill Height, now number 24, Buffalo, gets the puck to the blue line, makes sure of it by wrapping it down to the Wings blue line. Stopped there by Lyapkin. Gets up over the blue line at center ice for Shalimov. He can't get anywhere. Rick Martin nearly got loose. Peter McNabb. And the Wings come back. Yakashev over the line, number 11, being watched by Spencer. Knocked down. And Gabriel tried to headman the puck. It was chopped to the blue line, and Shalimov has it now for the Wings for Yakashev too far. Going back forward with a score 8-4 Buffalo. Gabriel passed it down the ice, and it's Lyapkin again with it. He lost it to Spencer. Spencer to Martin. Peter McNabb.
And he just dribbled that under the goaltender's pad. Almost in slow motion, but here's the play again. Over to Martin. Punch.
Just a terrific play. He takes him out, slides it over, and the other guy comes, catches him sliding across. Couldn't have done it better, but he shot it, he wouldn't have made it.
You're right, and he did spot that little open. And Peter McNabb now hits the score sheet for Buffalo, and it's 9-4, taking the pass from Richard Martin, who's having a whale of a hockey game today.
And Brian again, forechecking by Brian Spencer, caught them in their own zone.
Now they come again. Gilbert Perreault. Around back of that end into the corner to Rennie Robert. He centered it. The puck is loose. Rennie Robert standing in front. The puck goes loose again. Here it goes to Perreault. Perreault. Back to Rennie Robert. Back to Perreault. Right in front of the net. Vogelin. And he fanned on his shot. Now then Robert goes after it. And it's finally knocked to the wing and shot to center ice where it's taken by Korab. 9-4 the score with 6 minutes and 3 seconds remaining in the second period in favor of Buffalo. At center ice for the Wings. Long shot by number 15, Kapustin. Buffalo easily control the puck, then lose it in their own territory. Here are the Wings. Number 15, Kapustin, trying to center it. Too well covered. Vogelin went to the board. And then going back to cover up is Jerry Korab. Buffalo getting the puck out for Rennie Robert too far. And it's picked up by number 13, Victor Kuznetsov. To 12, Victor Kuznetsov. Up at center. Pass off the skate with a late whistle. Jerry Korab makes sure of it to the blue line, but then a body check was thrown. Korab and Retnev looking at each other. Retnev took Korab into the boards. From Buffalo, Superseries 76.
Assist number 7, Richard Martin.
Peter McNabb got the last Buffalo goal, the 9th. Here's the replay now from Martin. This fellow learned a lot of his hockey in San Diego, California. Gives American fans something to cheer about here, Punch.
Yeah, and he's been playing well.
13 goals is the most goals by both teams in any Soviet NHL game. Previous was 11, Team Canada 6, USSR 5, and the Wings 7, Pittsburgh 4.
And in that exchange, Jerry Korab picked up a 2-minute penalty, and it comes at 14:41 for slashing. So now the wings of the Soviet will have the extra man playing 6 men to 5. Number 19 goes to center ice, Vladimir Shedrin. Number 11 on the left wing, Alexander Yakashev, and number 24, Viktor Shalimov. And there in the penalty box is Jerry Korab with 5:17 remaining to play in the second period. 9-4 Buffalo. As the Sabres shoot the puck down the ice. Goes into the corner. Yuri Turin carrying it back to number 11, Yakashev. Yakashev leads the attack. To number 19, Shedrin. Back to Yakashev. Over the line. Drop back. Goes in front of the net. And it's Gavremov getting it out to center ice. Goes back inside the blue line. Out to center ice. There's nobody there. Danny Gare. Then to Bill Height. Then to Craig Ramsey. And he just shoots it to the Soviet blue line. Here comes number 11, Yakashev. Then he left it back as they threw the pass backwards. And the Sabres having no trouble here at the moment as they shoot the puck down the ice. A minute and 3 seconds left in the penalty to Korab. The puck comes up to the blue line. At center ice for the wing, led by Shalimov. Shalimov took a shot across the goal mouth. Yakashev centered it back. Stopped there by Lyapkin. Flipped it through. A shot. And it hit Jocelyn Gavremov, and down the ice it goes. 33 seconds left in the penalty. 3:50 remaining in the second period. Up the ice for Yakashev alone. Left it there. Comes back. Lyapkin off the board. Into the corner. Kind of centered in front. It goes to Lyapkin on the far side. In front of the net. A shot. And it's cleared out. And here's a great push into the net. One man back. Stanfield catching up. And he couldn't get a direct shot right in front of the net. Just missed it. Goes back out to center. Jerry Korab's on the ice. He's got the puck. Korab over the line. Shoot! And that was handled rather carelessly by Zelnikov. Here's Korab again with it. Another shot. And Zelnikov stopped that. Spencer races in. Hit it all around the net. As they pour into the corner, the puck is still loose. Martin knocked it in for Peter McNabb. McNabb left it at the side of the net. Spencer fighting for it. Gets it back to the goal. And the Wings try to get it out. They finally do to center. Number 19. Shedrin. And he was taken off into the board. Here's a chance for Spencer. A pass to Martin. At the center. He's over the line. There's the shot. And made a great save on that hard drive. As the Sabres certainly looking perfect, top condition. And it's icing against the Wings of the Soviets.
Well, in the crowd, you can see the smiling face of King Clancy, Harold Ballard, Dodo Imlach. Punch, she's applauding and enjoying every moment of this.
Well, I know that she's happy, that's for sure.
Tell me, did King and Harold have to pay for those Buffalo Sabre badges?
Yeah, they did. They paid for the seats, so that's how they had to pay for the badges.
Make them pay, huh, Punch?
Thoreau gets the draw. Zelnikov came back and covered up. 2 minutes and 17 seconds remaining in the second period. Buffalo 9 and the Wings.
There
4.
you get a good close look at Yakashev, one of the great left wingers in hockey today.
There's no question about that, the way he's playing.
A shot by Rudy Robert. That was kicked out. Bill Height centered it to Perot. Right in front for Robert. That's broken up, but not out. Finally it comes out, and 3 of them break away. Over the line. And that's broken up by Gavremov. He rolled it down the ice. And we have 1:58 to go in the second period. 9-4 Buffalo. The puck is loose. Finally it's broken up. Brought down the ice by number 17, Lebedev. He was given a jolt by Gavremov, who knocked it out. Lebedev took a real shot from Jocelyn Gavremov. Puck at center ice. Ikonov knocking it in. And Gavremov knocked it back out again with 1.5 minutes to go in the second period. Buffalo 9. And the Wings of the Soviet 4. Going after the puck, number 9, Jack Richard, and the forechecking has them back in their own territory. Richard again, trying to get it out in front. Goes back to the blue line, and the wings of the Soviet move down the ice. Anison took a shot, and that was wide. Danny Gare hit down to Miko. The puck is outside the blue line. The wings try to bring it in. Less than a minute to go in the second period. They try to get over the line. It's passed through. Stopped there by Danny Gare. Danny Gare then gives it to Lee Fogelin. Fogelin brings it out himself. Up the center. Over the line with Gare. Gare going in to shoot. And he shot it high. And it went into the crowd on a nice play by Fogelin.
Yes, and Sedelnikov will be happy to see the end of players like Gare and Martin by the time this afternoon is over.
There's no question we're shooting the puck at him. We've had 34 shots.
34 shots for Buffalo, 16 for the Wings. And, you know, they compare this Liapka, and they call him the Bobby Orr of international hockey. Off what I've seen today, if I may be permitted the remark of a fan instead of a commentator, I'll take Bobby Orr 7 days a week, twice on Sunday.
3 times on Monday.
Well, I think I would take Bobby Orr, too, but I don't think we should underrate the defenseman for the Soviet. He's playing against a team that, is hot, really, in scoring.
Kapustin, back of the net, into the corner. 26 seconds remaining, 9-4 for Buffalo. Clearing pass up on the right wing. The Wings move to center. A pass through for number 15. The first one. And there's going to be a penalty to Buffalo for hooking.
Well, the crowd feels that Kapustin went down rather easily in the manner perhaps of a Bill Barber.
Gary Korab gets the gate.
What are you supposed to do when the guy tries to go through the middle? That's part of the game.
Here it is, Bunch.
He just comes in on him. If he comes through, if you're cutting him off, what can happen to him?
So Bunch doesn't agree with the penalty.
No, if he was hooking him from behind, I would say yes, but not when he's coming in right at you. After all, you can't just stand back and let him go through.
If they did, they'd sure hear it from you.
You can bet your bottom dollar on that one.
Freddie Stanfield with Bill Hite, Jocelyn Gavremont, and Craig Ramsey. 15 seconds remaining in the second period. Penalty to number 4, Jerry Korab. Number 12 out there at center, Vladimir Repniev. The puck is in the circle. Nobody seems to be able to get it. Ramsey gets it over for Stanfield. Stanfield gets it out with 8 seconds remaining. Goes way back into the Wings territory, and I doubt very much that they're going to get out of their own zone. 1 second left. There goes the horn, and the second period is over.
And the Buffalo Sabres unleash a powerful attack and some solid defense here at Memorial Auditorium this afternoon, and with 20 minutes to play, they lead the Wings of the Soviet 9-4. The shots on goal, Buffalo 34, the Soviet Wings 16. Live from Buffalo, Super Series 76. Brian McFarland with Punch Imlach and Bill Hewitt this afternoon. The Sabres jumped out of the starting gate, you might say, to be ready for this third period of action. Punch, it's not often I get a chance to work with a combination general manager, cheerleader, and hockey analyst, but it's a pleasure to have you with us this afternoon. And as you said during the intermission, if you can't hold them to 5 in this period, you
don't deserve to win the hockey game, even if we have played so well to start with. Of course, they only got 7 shots on us, so we can keep the 7 shots. I'm certainly will come out of here a winner. But I'm quite pleased with the effort, and I just hope they continue it. Of course, I'm prejudiced. This is one of the things that you have to put up with.
I hadn't realized. I think we're all a bit of a homer today, Punch. But what about the hits and the giveaways in that period? Were you pleased with your statistical record?
Well, the first period, we had 30 hits, and that's the first time this year that we ever had 30 hits. It shows you how well the team was up for the game and ready to go. And we got a little bit more than half of that in the second period. So as long as we keep hitting them and keep skating, we'll have no problems.
In the NHL, when you get 9 goals against an opponent, it almost assures a win. You feel a little differently about a touring Soviet team, do you?
Well, they have so much explosiveness, and, if they get the breaks, a 3-on-2 or 2-on-1, and, of course, they got a penalty here, and if they get one, you never know. I've seen it where you can get 3 and 4 goals in a very short period of time in the National Hockey League, so it can happen.
Quickly, a scoring summary of that second period. Lorentz for Buffalo, then Robert for McNabb. Repnev came back for the Soviet wings. Korab, then Shalimov, Geyer, and McNabb. So it's 9-4, and there's Ozerov broadcasting this game back to the Soviet Union to an estimated 150 million people looking in on 30 million television sets. And Boris Kalagin, when he walked across the ice, Bill, during the intermission, drew a great round of applause from the fans here. And he waved in a sporting gesture. Set to play, here's Bill.
Okay, Brian, and we're starting this final period now with 1 minute and 45 seconds left in the penalty. To Jerry Korab, number 4 of the Buffalo Sabres. Buffalo leading 9-4. And we're all set to start as the wings of the Soviet have the advantage in manpower, playing 6 men to 5. Number 5, Lyapkin, taking his time. We'll see what the wings are going to do to Yakashev. Number 11 goes over on his wrong wing, stops, passed it back. Turin kept it in it, deflected over to Lyapkin, and his shot goes into the corner off Danny Geyer. Shot to the blue line. Here, trying to get it out, he couldn't. Intercepted by Gavramon, and he shoots it down the ice. 1 minute and 17 seconds remaining in the penalty. 9-4, Buffalo leading. Down the ice now for number 24, Shalimov. He was stopped. Bill Height failed to get it out. Comes back to Turin, gets it into the side. Back to Turin at the blue line. Back into Yakashev. And he passed it back instead of shooting. And Turin took a shot. And that was cleared by Desjardins into the corner. Puck is loose in the corner. A pass not in front. Goes in front and is picked off by number 10 or 18, Danny Geyer, to get it down the ice to center. Stopped there by Shalimov. Shalimov coming back now to his own blue line. Up over the red line at center. Took a long shot into the corner, and the rebound is cleared easily by Bill Height down the ice. 25 seconds left in the penalty to Jerry Korab. Back up for the wings of the Soviet to center. Over the line, Yakashev. Yakashev still with it. Into the corner. He's being watched. Poked it loose. Delmanov tried to get it out front. Couldn't. Tries it again. Back to Lyapkin. Lyapkin hits Yakashev, and it's knocked back out over the blue line to center ice. Now then, there's Korab back on the ice. 18-12 remaining in the game. 9-4. Here's a chance for Stanfield. Right foot. Right foot again. Here it goes. And that was stopped as the wings of the Soviet gave the puck away right in front of their own net. Korab going back for the puck into the corner. Back to the net. Gets it over on the right wing to Rennie Robert. His pass stopped. Brought back by Kapustin over the line. Vogelin covers up, goes behind the net with Rennie Robert. A pass for Robert goes out to center ice. Knocked back by the wings of the Soviet. And now, along with his teammate, get it out to center. Over the line for the Buffalo Sabres. Broken up. Lyapkin. A clearing pass, nowhere near his teammate. That's going over the red line. It'll be touched by Rennie Robert. Icing is the call.
Von Imlach and a few thousand fans couldn't believe that Lorentz missed on this play. Watch now.
I don't think he could have missed if he tried.
No, he couldn't. Oh, unbelievable.
That's enough to make me jump right out of the booth.
Well, I almost hung on to you, Punch, because you did leap about 3 feet.
17 minutes and 10 seconds remaining.
Our translator today is Aggie Kuklowitz, former NHLer with the Rangers, does a great job on these Soviet visits.
Soviet wings get the puck back into the Buffalo Sabres zone. It's back in the net there. Picked up, though. Cleared to the blue line and out behind Perreault. He didn't see it. Perreault gets it handed back to him. Over the line. Perreault gets around his man. Centered it right across the goal mouth. And it is intercepted by number 15, Kapustin. Getting it back in the net to number 3, Bobinov. Stopped there by Robert. Robert just gave it back to Kuznetsov. Up here it comes to Kotov. A pass through and a breakaway. One right in and goal, score!
Kapustin getting right through the Buffalo defense. I don't know how they didn't trap him at the blue line. They got a little piece of him, but Kapustin with a great burst of speed broke in there. Punch, watch this replay. Made a pretty good move on Desjardins as well.
Oh, yeah. He had him, caught him
I don't think, Punch, you want to look at that one back again. You're not too happy
Not
at this
too
point.
happy. You shouldn't be getting breakaways when you're winning this kind of a game. They should not get breakaway on your team.
9-5 now. The Sabres in front. 16:32 left in the period.
Number 13,
Up the ice for Yuri Korab. He shot the puck wide of the net. The rebound came out in front. And was covered there and held for a face-off.
The time, 3.
How quickly Punch Imlach's smile turns to a frown. Describe it for us, Punch.
Well, he just puts the puck in the guy's right between the two of them. And he makes a good play. Jerry had come out, thought he might do, then he backs in, but he made a good play up top in the corner.
Home free.
Buffalo 9.
But it's like
Soviet wings. 5. Peter McNabb now with Richard Martin. Here's a shot by Spencer. Another try. It came out in front, and it finally knocked off to the wing, and back come the Soviets. Lebedev getting it into the corner. Back of the net. Shot by Fogelin. Out over the blue line. Peter McNabb missed it. The linesman trying to get out of the way. Here's Rick Martin over the line. Trying to go in. It's still in the skate, but he didn't see it. Spencer up to forecheck. And it's cleared out and down the ice. Fogelin going after it in a race with Kotov. And it's touched and called back for icing. 15:51 to go in the game. 9-5 Buffalo.
From Buffalo, Super Series 76.
There's the time to play. 15:51. The Sabres leading 9-5. And it's Stanfield at center ice with Gear on the right wing and Ramsey on the left. The puck comes back to Gavremont. Gavremont a shot. And that was deflected up into the crowd on that long shot from just inside the blue line.
Good kick save there by Alexander Sedelnikov, the Soviet goalie.
Gouvermont's got one of our better shots from the point.
Looking ahead, Thursday, January 8th, watch for it on Hockey Night in Canada. Red Army versus Boston, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Then on Sunday, the final game in this series, 1 o'clock start Eastern Standard.
Bill Hike gets a shot. That goes into the corner. Danny Gear after it. He's jammed against the boards. And Eason got it, and it's deflected out to center. Stopped there by Ramsey. Ramsey shoots the puck right back in again. They go in forechecking. Stanfield decides to let it go. It's cleared up to center ice for the wings of the Soviet. A drop pass back over the line for Eason. The puck in the corner. Cleared back to the net. Stop it in front, and back comes Buffalo. Craig Ramsey. A pass over the line for Gear into the corner. Gear rammed out of the play, but he still has possession of the puck and holds it for a faceoff. 15:01 to go in the game. The Sabres 9. Wings of the Soviet 5.
Punch is giving us the hurry-up signal, and hurry up and get the game over with. He wants to win this one badly.
Get that clock right down.
And looking ahead, the Wings play Chicago Blackhawks and the Islanders later on in the week, and if those teams come up with a scoring outburst similar to the Sabres, this could be quite a series before it's finished.
Thoreau out there now on the forward line, along with Rennie Robert and number 9, Jacques Richard. Wings of the Soviet bring it over the line. That's number 24. Shalimov gets it over, and Churin couldn't make his play. Clearing pass ahead to Thoreau. Down the ice alone. Getting right to their goal. And a great save there. Up the ice now come the Soviets over the line, led by Chadrin. He skated off. Thoreau gives it around on the boards, but not out. Churin kept it in. It's kicked loose into the corner. Soviets unable to get a hold of it. Rennie Robert gets it out. And Yakushev, number 11, has it now for the Wings. Skates back in his own zone. Here to pass at center. Over the line for number 24, Shalimov, and it goes out. Now then the Sabres unable to make a play. Back for the Wings, over the line. Height trying to stop them. He's knocked down. There's going to be a penalty there for tripping Bill Height.
13:52 left. Today's game is coming to you from Memorial Auditorium. Tripping penalty called against Chadrin of the Wings at 6:08. Here it is, Punch, on the replay.
See him kick his feet there. That took his feet right from underneath him. Good penalty. I wondered about that one, but after watching it on the replay, you get another shot.
You'll take it.
Yep.
Peter McNabb out there on the forward line along with Richard Martin and Brian Spencer. Buffalo has the odd man. Oslin gave him on, just shoots the puck into the corner. Spencer after it. Now to get it back to Martin. Peter McNabb back to Gavremont. There's his shot right in front of the net. There's a shot. Right foot. Oh, a shot. And there's, we'll see what the penalty is here.
I think two of them are going to go, I believe. Spencer was all around that goal crease area, digging in there constantly. Spencer's going to get a slashing penalty. And maybe we can see it on the replay here, Punch. A lot of action in front of that goaltender. Had the penalty not been called, well, you can see
it's a double penalty. There's no question about that.
There, but Spencer had a very good chance to score right here, but the whistle had gone.
Turin is going to get the nod. He hasn't talked to the interpreter yet because John D'Amico is trying to get him to go over to the penalty box.
Spencer already over there.
Give him another penalty.
Punch wants to give them another one. Delay of game. There's Aggie Kuklowitz, the Air Canada rep, who's the interpreter here today, and he speaks fluent Russian. He spent 5 years over there and was
on the goalkeeper,
Sadelnikov.
Slashing penalties.
Once the penalties were called, Bill, I noticed that Spencer turned to the goaltender, Sadelnikov, and they kind of embraced each other and patted each other as if to say it's all in the game. Away we go.
Well, if it's going to be gone out of sight, this is the time to do it.
The Buffalo Sabres maintain a man advantage, playing 5 men to 4. And they have Perreault, Martin, René Robert, Jocelyn Gavremont, all inside the line, playing 5 men to 4. René Robert over to Gavremont, back to Martin, back to Gavremont. Gavremont back to Martin. Martin trying to get right in front of the net. With a whack at it. The puck goes loose. Down the ice to race for it. Liapkin going after it. One man back and hooked by Gavremont, and there's going to be a penalty there for hooking.
Well, Gavremont lost that puck deep in the Soviet wing zone. And in pursuit of the Soviet player, he pulled him down from behind, hooking.
Yeah, no question about that one.
Well, there goes the advantage punch.
Well, it's better than giving him a goal. That's all I have to say about that one. This will probably be a tough... I think the advantage will be with the Soviet right now because they're going to be playing 3 men, 3 forwards or 3 defensemen or whatever, 3 people on the ice against 3. And they're used to practicing this way. We don't get too many times that we're 3 men and we don't do too much of it. So it's going to be very tough right now. We better not make any mistakes.
Craig Ramsey, number 10, got the puck down the ice. Going back for it, number 13, Kuznetsov. Kuznetsov starts to play away to number 12. Retniev, and he's checked. Here's Korab getting a chance. Getting ready to goal. He's grabbed, and there's going to be a penalty there. To number 13. Kuznetsov, who grabbed him as he cut in front of the net.
Korab brought this crowd alive. This is Super Series 76 from Memorial Auditorium. 7:12, the time of the penalty to Kuznetsov for holding Korab. Korab electrified the crowd and startled the Soviets with a rush down the wing, tried to cut in, and he did get his shot away, but you could see that Kuznetsov held him right there, so he goes to the box.
12 minutes, 48 seconds remaining in the game, and it's 9-5, Buffalo leading. And the teams will continue to play 4 aside. Craig Ramsey, number 10, with Bill Hyde and Jerry Korab. All playing up. Puck was not dropped. Now then, Ramsey is told to get out of the face-off circle. Bill Hyde is going to take it. Retniev, number 12, out there with number 15, Kapustin. Up he comes. He's checked by Korab. Korab goes over the line. Out there also is Babinov, who took the puck. Now then, they come down the ice. 3 of them. A long pass. Over on the left wing, and it's stopped by Jerry Korab again. The Defensively into Bill Hike. Jerry Korab took his man out, but left the puck there. It's cleared, and out it goes down the ice to center. Going back for it is Sergei Babinov. Babinov coming up to center ice. Pass, and they just throw it around at center. And they just check him again and knock the puck back into the Soviet zone. 12 minutes exactly remaining in the game. 9-5. Buffalo lead it. Now trying his luck is Retniev. Vladimir Retniev, and he just skates back at center ice. Retniev still has it. Skating to the Buffalo line. Gets it over on the wing. Back it comes again, and it's poke checked out by Bill Hike. It's up at center ice. Puck loose. Brian Spencer is over the board. Covers his man. Goes after the puck. Gets it out. Cleared over onto this far wing by Yakashev. Now it's back out to center ice. Out there by Babinov. Getting it back to Yakashev. And he just shoots the puck in. As the Buffalo Sabres have the advantage. They're calling it.
It was a question of icing at that time.
Coach, I think your fears were groundless about playing 3-on-3. The Sabres played 3-on-3 very well.
I'm glad to have, but I get a little...
What about the linesman, Dombrowski? Any complaints, Bunch?
Oh, no. How can you complain when you're winning?
That's right.
Face-off will be in the wing zone to the left. Buffalo have Gilbert Perreault out there at center. They've got Rainy Robert back at the blue line with Korab, Stansfield on the left wing, and Rick Martin on the right. As Buffalo has the odd man advantage, 6 men to 5. They lead in the hockey game 9-5. The wing bring the puck out to center. Over the line for Anissa and number 11, Akashev. He's bumped into the board. Goes over to the far wing. Cleared up to Red Stanfield. Over to Kenny Levere. Stanfield into the corner to Perreault. Centered it. Here's Stanfield. Right in. Puck in the corner. Rennie Robert not. The wings clear off the puck. Korab a shot. Stanfield. Round on the board. Tipped in by Mike. Perreault. Here's Mike. He shoots.
Stanfield will get the goal, I believe. Martin took the shot, and it was a blistering drive by Martin. And Stanfield, watch on the replay, Punch. See the goal number 10. See how it went in. Shot coming up.
Here comes Martin with the big shot.
Oh, a stinger. Hit the glove.
Yeah.
Knocked the glove right off, and Stanfield was right there. So they've hit double figures, and I believe that's a first in international play
in North America.
And it may be worldwide that the Soviet team has never had 10 goals scored against them, but it's happened here this afternoon. 10-5 the score, Buffalo in front.
10 minutes and 19 seconds remaining. Height gets it over to Gavramon. He shot it in wide of the net. The wings fail to get the puck out. Here's Jimmy Lorentz.
Pompero and Stanfield. The time 9:41.
And Eddie Gare just missed. Comes back out to center ice. Got by Buffalo. Back to the wings defense. 9:57 to go in the game. Buffalo leading by a score of 10-5. The puck is knocked over onto the right wing. Danny Gare is roughed into the boards, but he got the puck down into the wing zone. Lebedev shot it up to the blue line. Spencer had him covered. Then the puck goes to Jimmy Lorentz. Lorentz gets over the red line and just shoots it in with 9.5 minutes to go. Buffalo changing down the goal. The wing trying to get up the center. They do. Over the line, and that's as far as they're going as Lee Fogelin for Peter McNabb too far. Soviet club back in their own territory. Turian out there now for the first time, and number 17 is Lebedev. His pass, and Brian Spencer is all over the ice, covered that one. It's shot back into the Buffalo territory, back to the net for Jerry Korab. Up for Brian Spencer, off his skate. Gets it up to center ice.
Martin can't get over the line. Spencer follows up. 8:48. Back to Martin. Blasted it wide. Peter McNabb gets it back to the blue line. Fogelon, it hit him. Wings bring it back. And they can't get their shot. It's still in there. Drive. The score.
Well, those Wings just don't give up. They have 6 goals now, and the Sabres got a little rattled inside their own zone. First, they lost the puck, bringing it back in. Then it bounced off a player or two. They had trouble clearing it. Desjardins, trouble there getting over in time, and the puck's in behind them. The 6th Soviet Wings goal. It's 10-6. We've got 8:28 left on the clock.
Play underway, and it's taken by René Robert. His pass played by Richard. Back to get it is Kuznetsov. Kuznetsov for the Wings up on the left wing. The Wings move to center. A bad pass. Perot getting it and getting it back out at center. Now then the Wings again being forechecked by the Buffalo Sabres and pushing them back into their own zone. 8:02 to go. Buffalo Sabres doing a good bit of forechecking here, trying to keep the Wings off balance. They have to go back to their own net. Now they're trying to get it out. A pass up at center, stopped by René Robert. He comes over the line. Tried to play it through. The Wings trying to shoot it over the line. They do. A shot, and it's way wide. It comes to Gavremov. Feeds the pass ahead to Robert. And it was behind Perot. Back come the Wings. Over the line. A pass in front. And that was shot into the corner. A pass for Perot. Into the corner it goes. Back to the net for Gavremov. Up for Robert. He just makes sure of it by knocking it down the ice. Back for it, number 3. Sergei Babinov. Passing it back. Coming up, intercepted by Ramsey, who shoots it right back. It's in back of the net. Falling on the puck was number 3, Sergei Babinov.
And with 6:53 remaining in the third period, the score is the Buffalo Sabres 10, the Wings of the Soviets 6.
There's the time to play in the game. 6 minutes, 53 seconds. Buffalo leading by 4, 10-6. Stanfield. Ramsey gets the puck. Centered it. Stanfield tried to deflect it in, and it went into the corner. Danny Gare forechecking. Danny Gare trying to come out in front. Picked up there by Shalimov. The Wings bringing up the center. There's a long shot. Desjardins stopped that. Another try, and Desjardins stopped that one. Now it's cleared around on the board, then out to center ice and all the way down into the wing zone. They go back to get it. Number 4, Yuri Churin. Churin, pass, stopped by Ramsey, who shot it in back of the net. Goes to Lyupkin. And it's stopped again by Stanfield. Over for Ramsey. Ramsey into the corner. Danny Gare trying to play the puck along the board. Here's a pass to Stanfield. Stanfield makes the shot. Danny Gare.
It finally went in, and Gare scores again. And now it's 11-6. The Sabres in front. But here's the replay. Watch this slow motion goal by Gare, all alone in front. Backhand deflection, and it goes up and over and trickles into that empty net, and Punch Imlach is smiling again.
There's no question. Funny thing, Stanfield was right in front of the net all by himself, and they didn't get the puck to him, and then finally he got it, and he put it back to Gare. Just an awesome display, I guess, of firepower. That's all you can say about today.
We'll credit the Sabres with that. Danny Gare gets the goal. Martin got credit for the earlier goal that we thought perhaps Stanfield had tipped in.
Brett Stanfield. And number
On
10,
the face off the Wings now, trying to bring it back.
From Stanfield and Ramsey.
Number 9, Maslov. That hit a skate. 5:46 to go in the game. 11-6. The score in favor of the Buffalo Sabres. Back for the Wings. They're coming over the line. It's Spencer getting it out on a delayed whistle to center. And the Wings will have to try it again.
Here they come. The Sabres are playing 5 men up on the blue line. And they have the puck, and they take a long shot. And that one just bounced wide. It goes back for Martin. Martin's over to Spencer. Spencer closing in. Rolling right in front of the net. Martin's go back at it. It's cleared out. Bill Height gets it over on the wing for Spencer. It's broken up. Number 20. Turian. And it's still at center. Finally, the wings shoot it in. Going after it is Bill Height. Around it comes here to Brian Spencer. Spencer off the board for Perot. Perot going over the line, but they called it back offside with 4:51 to go in the game.
So Richard Martin has 3 goals today. Danny Gare 2. Game 4 of Super Series 76 is coming to you from Buffalo. Well, they've just taken the goal away from Martin and given it to Stanfield. That's the 10th goal. The shot's on goal for Buffalo 46, for the Wings 22.
4 minutes, 51 seconds remaining and counting in this hockey game. 11-6 in favor of Buffalo. Buffalo in charge. And it's brought out by Jerry Korab. Tipped out over the line. Perot went after it. Perot's got it. At center. Over the line. Offside called by linesman John D'Amico.
Robert just a little anxious. Next telecast in this series, Thursday night from the Boston Garden. Red Army versus the Boston Bruins. That's a 7:30 start Eastern Standard Time.
11-6. Buffalo leading. Perot out there with Richard on the left wing and Benny Robert on the right. Perot gets it back to Gabriel over to Korab. A pass for Richard goes in over the line. Richard goes in to do some forechecking, trying to get a hold of Kuznetsov. Kuznetsov dropped it behind. Now they're trying to work their way out. It's at their defense. Perot nearly stole the puck. Buffalo playing 5 men at the blue line, and they have no trouble stopping that. And a quick pass for Perot just failed to click. Wings back in their own territory again with 3:57 left. Shot right on their own net. The puck came out to center. Korab ran into number 12, Efyev, and Gabriel gets it up. Richard and Gabriel. Gabriel holds it against the boards with 3 minutes, 33 seconds to go in the game. And 11-6, Buffalo.
From Buffalo, Super Series 76.
A little bit frustrated.
The Wings right now. Of course, this is the way it goes when you're getting clobbered at this stage of the game. You get a little upset, and if you didn't get upset, you wouldn't be a very good hockey club either.
Wouldn't be a competitor at all. This has been a great show by the Buffalo Sabres today, Punch, and I think you've restored our faith in the quality of NHL play, and certainly great credit to the Sabres for firing out of that gate today and putting tremendous pressure on the Wings of the Soviet.
Play underway as the puck is at center ice. That's Lyapkin shooting the puck in, and going back for it is Bill Height. Shoots it around on the boards for Ramsey, lets it go, and Stanfield sends a pass out for Danny Gare. Gare just left it at center ice, and he goes back after it. Forechecking, falls on the puck and covers up at the Wings blue line, and they seem to be confused with this forechecking, Punch.
Well, I think they're being confused because the goals that's being scored against them, that upsets your team much more than anything else. And probably they're trying to, instead of trying to play their own game now, they're trying to figure out what the heck's happened to them.
Buffalo shoots the puck in around back of that Wings of the Soviet net. It comes out to the blue line, up to center ice. Number 11, Yakashev. He's covered. And Fred Stanfield comes up with the puck, goes over to Gabriel with it. Gabriel shot it over the line for Craig Ramsey. Ramsey goes in, back, he's jammed into the board. And there's an elbow and a penalty for the Wings of the Soviet. Number 4, Yuri Turin.
Turin turned to the referee, Ron Wicks, and waved a glove in his direction. Here's the check into the boards down behind that Soviet goal, which called it immediately. Turn goes off for 2.
Well, this is part of, I say, a little frustration in there. You're taking a little extra lick now, and why wouldn't they?
I think you're right, Punch. Not only that, I think the Soviet wings, realizing Sabres were in the Stanley Cup Finals last year with Philadelphia, really wanted to beat this club today, as Red Army will want to beat the Philadelphia Flyers Sunday. And, of course, the other opponent they really wanted to win against was Montreal, with that great tradition of winning hockey in Canada.
Puck is cleared around on the boards and down the ice, and Rennie Robert is going back for it with 2:39 to go in the game. 11-6 in favor of Buffalo. Up the ice to center for Rennie Robert, over the line. And it's golfed out. Covering up is Gavremont. Gavremont nearly gave it away. Goes back to recover. Kicks it to the blue line, but not out. Lapkin then had it handed to Peter McNabb. A clear pass to Martin. And Martin just failed to get through. Now then, Peter McNabb continues to forecheck. Wrapped it back to Spencer. Gets it back to him. Spencer into the corner to Peter McNabb. Right foot.
Brian Spencer!
Brian Spencer!
Oh, boy. And it's 12-6, and Spencer throws the glove high in the air after completing that bit of tricky passing that paid off in a goal. Punch?
Yeah, there's no question about it. He goes right for the net. The puck goes right on his stick, and boom, it's in. He's just playing a great game, tremendous game, strong.
And he may have taken a goal away from Richard Martin, who had burst into that area, too, hoping for that puck. At any rate, Brian Spencer gets the goal, and it's 12-6. Sabres leading the wings of the Soviets with 1:58 left on the clock. And Punch Imlach is the happiest man in North America this afternoon.
I just hope I can get my heart to slow down now. This is a tough job for up here.
You can relax now, Punch.
1:54 remaining in the game. The Wings bringing the puck at their own blue line. Buffalo playing every man up. Over the line.
Spencer from McNabb and Robert. Time 18:02.
Trying to get it out. And that puck was near the net. Comes back Buffalo with Perreault. Pass behind his teammate. And it'll be called offside at the Wings blue line. A minute and a half to go in the game. Buffalo 12.
Well, this is that passing play, and a neat bit of passing it was, too. Spencer from McNabb and Robert, and the time of that goal, 18:02. 12-6.
Perreault knocks the puck in. Wings taking their time, back of the net, into the corner, trying to regroup again. Turin cleared a rink-wide pass to center, and it's shot right back by Bill Knight. And the Sabres now leading by 6, content to play it safe. Gavremont touches it, and it'll come all the way back for icing with a minute and 5 seconds to go in the game.
Bill, before the game, Floyd Smith said this is more than an exhibition game. This is a matter of pride with men involved with hockey. If you want to be known as the best, you've got to beat the best.
Back of the net now for the Soviet Wings. Pass up on the left wing to center ice. Less than a minute to go in the game. 57 seconds. Right in by number 17, Lebedev. Hits back into the corner. The Buffalo Sabres fight to get possession of it. It goes loose. Hooked and knocked down from behind was Korab. They're trying to get out in front of the net. And the pass ends up in the corner. 38 seconds to go. Pass back into the side. There's a drive, and that's high. And that hops over a stick to center ice. 29 seconds to go. 12-6, Buffalo. The puck at center ice. 22 seconds. The puck is stolen by Perreault. He's over the line. He's trying to break the defense, and he just couldn't. But it's kept in by the Sabres. Then it goes out. It comes over here to Bill Hite. 10 seconds left. Over the red line at center. Got it in. It goes around on the board. And there's 5 seconds left.
A standing ovation. Standing ovation for the Buffalo Sabres. This crowd really treated to a hockey thrill of a lifetime here this afternoon. Punch, thank you so much for joining us today. It was a real treat having you along, and on behalf of hockey fans everywhere, well, just thanks a million.
Drop. 4, 3, 12-6.
Listen to this crowd. It erupts here. Spectacular scoring performance by the Sabres against the Soviet Wings. The crowd ecstatic about the outcome of this game this afternoon. The teams, oh, Bill, even you're applauding. A good effort by both clubs.
Have to applaud an effort like that.
They line up. Sincere congratulations all around. Oh, boy, about the future of Hockey Punch.
Well, it's very good for the game, you know. The Russians are good for the game, and I think they've done a great job coming over here, and you can hear the people. They like it.
They're great athletes, great hockey players.
See some great games. That's the big thing.
Great sportsmen as well. In just a moment, our three-star selection. Good effort. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, here are the three stars of this international hockey match. The first star, Richard Martin. The second star, Jerry Korab. And the third star, Danny Gare.
We'll continue with Super Series 76 in just a moment.
Home again this Thursday.
We've had one star already in this game, Danny Gare. Here are the first stars, Rick Martin and Jerry Korab. Rick, you first, number one star, 5 points in the game. You say you proved something this afternoon.
Yeah, well, they always come over here, and they always seem to have the upper hand before the games are started. Otherwise, they wouldn't be here. We took them on in '72, and they still had the upper hand. They practiced together for a couple of months, and then they have all their game plans down, and you know, it's just they play like a machine. And finally, maybe we found a way to put a stop to that machine. If we skate with them, and I know we can, we are still one notch better than them because we have individualism, meaning that we can make plays spontaneously, something that they cannot seem to do. And that is why I think if we put out the effort and if we take the time to put out a really super all-star team and practice together for a month, it would be a totally different story.
Various tactics used in the game. Jerry Korab, you used a little bit of muscle. You thoroughly intimidated them, especially Yakashev. That hit in the first period, he never came back.
Well, you know, in the first period, me and Lee Fulton were talking over, and we said we're going to make it a little bit easier on ourselves because, you know, these guys are noted for their skating. We figured we'd go out there and hit a few bodies, and we hit a few of the bigger guys, and it slowed them down a lot. And we were trying to stand up at the blue line. Of course, a few times we got caught there, but it paid off in the long run.
Were you afraid of taking too many penalties, though?
No, not really. I was going out there, and I was just, you know, trying to give out good checks. And, you know, when you're working hard, you're not going to get too many cheap penalties.
Rick, the team has been going badly up until this afternoon. How do you explain the turnaround?
Well, I think everybody came up for it. We've had our problems, you know. We seem to make bad mistakes, and let's just hope this proved to us that we can win some big hockey games. And we worked hard all week. That might account for the way we had a little letdown Thursday night, and I think maybe the guys were tired because we've been practicing 2 hours and doing a lot of skating trying to get ready for this game, and maybe it was a little letdown on Thursday, but you know, we proved today that with a lot of hard work and a lot of teamwork that they can be beaten, and the guys came up big, and I'm really happy. You know, we won this one for Canada and for ourselves, and we finally proved that we still have good hockey players and good hockey teams in Canada.
Amen. Guess so. Jerry, I'm curious about something else. Coming into this game, how did you get yourselves psyched up, ready for the game?
Well, you know, of course, we've been in the slump, and like Rick said, you know, we've been working hard for 2 weeks, and of course, no one else has beat the Russians except Montreal, who tied them, and of course, right now, you can say that beating the Russians, we're the best team around right now because we're the only team to beat the Russians. So, you know, when you walk around like that and say we're the best.
I know that you say they tied but beat the Russians. Did you see that game New Year's Eve?
Yeah, I think Montreal definitely deserved to win the game. They outplayed them, and I think Montreal, we watched films for the Pittsburgh game, from the Pittsburgh game and the Montreal game, and we saw Punch pointed out the differences in the way they were playing and how come Montreal had such real success against them. And I think we sort of play a similar style of hockey to Montreal, and they showed us how to neutralize their attack, and we did the same thing. You know, we tried to play the same way that Montreal played it, And that's hard work and a lot of good checking. Don't let them get started, and don't give them the blue line. And this is what we did, and it paid off. You know, I'm just really happy that we won.
Is it a little unnerving, though, Jerry? You're playing defense in this game. A little unnerving. You score a goal, you're up 5 or 6 goals on them. They still come back. The motion's still there, and they score a couple of goals. They don't quit.
Right, you know, they're the type of team like, you know, final score 12-6, I think, and, you know, a team gets 6 goals, you got to be some kind of hockey team. We played really well, I thought, and they still scored 6 goals, so, you know, they must have some kind of team, and it's the kind of team that, you know, you just can't let down for 1 second. We let down there, like, when we had a 4 or 5 goal lead there, and of course they came back, you know, they broke in and got a couple of goals, so, you know, they just keep on coming. They just never stop. Interesting story. I picked up in Montreal the other day about the Russians, something left over from 72. One of the reasons why you beat them in 72 was the fact that they didn't have the heart. I mean, not to discredit your physical abilities, but they didn't have the heart. Now they're using psychoanalysis, psychologists to try and instill in their players emotion. How does that strike you?
Well, I don't think it strikes me very good. You know, you're born with heart. It's not something that you can put in. When you're 13 years old, teach me how to skate. When you're 15, teach me how to pass the puck. And when you're 18, I'll say, well, I'm going to put heart into you. If they think that's the way you make a hockey player, they're all wrong. And I hope we really do get a chance one day to get a real Super Series. Like I said, let's get all our best players, and let's take 6 months off, and let's practice together, and let's get the damn thing on the ice, and let's see who's going to win.
Okay, Rico, Jerry, thank you very much. You guys can take a shower.
Thank you very much.
Okay, well done yourselves. Peter McNabb picked up a couple of points in this game. You look pretty pleased with yourself.
Oh, just very pleased with the whole situation. You know, I never, in my wildest dreams, ever thought that I'd play this type of series, and I never thought that we'd play as well as we did. We've been playing not too well, but I think today was for the National Hockey League and it was for all of Canada and the United States, just to show the people of the USSR and of Canada that we are really, truly the best hockey league in the world still, and there's just no question about it. And they can do as many things as they want. They're great hockey players, but they haven't yet developed the individual talents that we have in our players, and it's just the biggest thrill I've ever had in my life.
That's something else Rico was saying. You played the game for Canada, but you're American-born.
No, I'm Canadian-born. I was
brought up in San Diego.
Brought up in San Diego, so I have a little bit torn between both countries, but as far as my hockey goes, it's definitely all Canadian, and it's just, as I said, just terribly thrilled, and it's just, I feel very honored to be able to contribute to this game and to the whole series.
Was that part of the getting ready? I mean, you've got your team pride, you've got your individual pride, but coming into the game this afternoon, I know we were talking when you arrived here at the rink this morning, is that part of it? You're thinking country, you're thinking...
Well, you're definitely thinking more than just 2 points or getting your goal and assist or whatever. The whole idea is that this series, Mr. Imlach came in yesterday, and he's been in the game a long, long time, much longer than probably I've even been alive. And
I hope he's not listening.
I could be gone. And he just stressed to us that it's more than just a game that we can say, well, we'll get up for it, you know, tomorrow afternoon and see what we can do. It's been a culmination of a lot of hard work by Mr. Campbell, by Alan Eagleson, by the Players Association, by the USSR and their Hockey Association. And so it's much more than just one game or one series. It's the coming together of the two countries in international hockey, and I think that we proved today that we are the best.
Something else, good sportsmanship has prevailed by and large so far.
Well, I definitely think so. I think that it's been, well, it's just out there today. You try to play as good, honest hockey. I think the violence in hockey has been overrated. There was one film this year in the NHL where of the 30 minutes of action time, 23 was dedicated to fights. Well, you know, that's ridiculous, and that's what one whole territory of the country sees, and so, you know, that's how it reflects in the whole league. I think the players nowadays are realizing that, you know, that this is the kind of hockey that people want to see. I don't think the fans were disappointed in the least that there wasn't a fight. I think there was probably as exciting a game as anyone is going to see, especially if you're cheering for Canada, and it just was, you know, just great sportsmanship both sides, and we just wanted to